You know what's funny in a way? I just opened a green can of Mountain Lightning. Great value Mountain Dew, but still pretty darn good. And it's only fitting that the background of which I'm recording this video on is literally a green background because it's Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm recording this in the main menu of Metal Gear Solid 3. I may put like a Metal Gear Solid 3 trailer over this, but nonetheless, hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Shinobi Gaming HD, and welcome to a very historic review here on the channel. Welcome to my very first Metal Gear Solid review I have ever done on my channel to date. The first time I've ever reviewed Metal Gear Solid on my channel, and the first time I've ever completed a Metal Gear Solid game, not just on my YouTube channel, but in general. For over 30 years, I have never touched this franchise. I have never played a single game out of this franchise, out of this IP. And for the longest time, I've always wondered, when would be the time? When would I finally get my hands on pretty much a majority of this franchise's games, this IP's games, when I would be able to finally be able to play Metal Gear Solid on my channel? Because for the longest period of time, I thought the only Metal Gear I would be able to play on my channel would probably be Metal Gear Solid 5. But I did want to play through all the other Metal Gears. And starting in chronological order, the first one in story order is obviously Metal Gear Solid 3. Truthfully, I honestly thought that this would probably never happen, that I would never be able to get my hands on Metal Gear Solid 3. I seriously thought that for the longest time I was going to have to get a hold of the HD collection for the Xbox 360 and play it backwards compatible on Xbox One, which I did for 20 bucks off of eBay. It was loose discs, no physical box or anything, just loose discs that were resurfaced and everything. I did get a hold of those for a very good price, because usually they go around 50, 60 bucks on eBay, so I got them for a really damn good deal. And I played the HD collection one time, only once, and I never touched it again because, well, as made evidence here on my channel, I got a hold of the Master Collection. But before I get to the Master Collection, for the longest time I thought, man, I'm gonna have to get a hold of the HD Collection somehow, some way. I've heard so many people say that it's blocked from recording, that you can't record it on Xbox One, and I'm just sitting back thinking, do I really want to get a hold of a $50, $60 game off of eBay, have it shipped to where I live, pick it up in the mail, bring it into my household, pop it into the Xbox One, download it, and then come to find out, oh, everybody's right, I can't record it. So now I'm in a predicament where I don't have a capture card, I don't have a laptop, I don't have a mini PC, I don't have a computer, I don't have a desktop. So I'm pretty much screwed. The only way I'd be able to record this game is using my phone and pointing the camera toward my TV, which I have done that before for Let's Plays in the past. See, for example, GTA 4, before I found out, hey, you know, why not just have the audio come out through my TV and then put it in the video that I could record off the USB, because there's no built-in audio with GTA 4. So I did that and it turned out so much better. But the first GTA 4 videos I recorded, oh god, those are horrible quality. No matter what I do, there's nothing that I could do to save those. That is just god-awful terrible quality. And there's going to be other Let's Play series in the future where I'm not going to have a choice but to record with my phone. Max Payne 3, Dark Side 1, Dark Side 2, Spec Ops: The Line, and there's a bunch of others as well that I may not be able to record natively on the Xbox One. Hell, there may be some on the PlayStation 4 I may not be able to record natively, that I may have no choice but to use my phone, and I don't want to do that. But if I don't have a choice, I don't have a choice. And I felt like I didn't really have a choice with Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. It's like, well, if it turns out I can't record it on the console, I'll just record it with my phone. But this is not how I want to play Metal Gear Solid here on my channel. And then a miracle happened. A few years ago, during one of the PlayStation State of Plays, they announced Metal Gear Solid Delta, which everybody kind of speculated was on the way. It was leaked, it was rumored, but nothing was made official yet until we saw it at the PlayStation State of Play. But what caught everybody by surprise, what wasn't leaked, what wasn't rumored, was a remaster of the entire Metal Gear Solid HD collection, including, for the first time in so many years, Metal Gear Solid 1. Now, when they first announced it, they showed in the trailer that it was PS5 only at the time, which really infuriated me, because it's like, oh, fuck you, Konami. The only chance I have of getting these games for a pretty good price, because I later found out that they're going to be separate purchases, which for some reason they're not doing that with Part 2, but whatever. I don't have any way to play Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Part 2 anyway. That's completely locked next gen, which pisses me off, because the only Metal Gear that I'm missing out of my collection that's officially canon is Metal Gear Solid 4, which is literally the final Metal Gear Solid. It's pretty much the finale of Snake's story, and I can't fucking play it because they locked it to next gen, and I know that game's not going to be on the cloud. So the only way I'm going to be able to play that is if I get a hold of a next gen system, or if I get a hold of a PS3 and a physical copy of that game, which good luck with that, because physical copies are jumping up in price, because guess what, Konami delisted the digital version. Thanks, Konami, really appreciate that. And I'll have to record that with my phone. But then I come to find out, well, wait a minute. No, it's not going to be only on PS5. It's going to be on PlayStation 4 as well. So I got very, very excited over that, but I was also a bit nervous. I was thinking to myself, okay, it's on PlayStation 4. That's fantastic. That's great. It's separate purchases. That's great. I can pick these games up for 20 bucks a pop. That's great. Can I record them on the console? That's all I want to know. Can I record them on the console? So I bit the bullet. I paid 20 bucks for Metal Gear Solid 3. This is the first Metal Gear game out of the collection that I purchased. I did not buy the whole collection for 60 bucks, like brand new. I bought the games over time as separate purchases. But I do have them all, except for the little extra things that are in the Master Collection if you buy the whole thing for 60 bucks, which I don't really need that. I think they have like a Nintendo version of Snake's Revenge. I don't really need that. You got the art book and stuff. Again, I don't really need that stuff. I want to look at art of this game. I'll just go on Google Images. But anyways, I bit the bullet. I purchased Metal Gear Solid 3 Master Collection. I booted it up. I played the opening cutscene. I pressed the record button, praying that it would record, and it worked perfectly fine. Thank God. That pretty much told me, oh my God, I can actually record this. So, I announced it well over 2 years ago. And here I am today, nearing, well, at the time of me recording this, it's nearing the end of June, but by the time this is uploaded, it's gonna be July. So happy July, everybody. Hell, this could be up on July 4th for all we know. I mean, I got so many videos I gotta upload, but I'll get to them when I get the chance, when I have the time. So here we are, all the way at the very end, 60 plus videos later. I started off so god awful at this game, because it's my first Metal Gear game I've ever played in my life. I never even got the chance to play the Metal Gear games on the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo back in the day, let alone Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, And, well, obviously, as you see here, finally got a hold of it on PlayStation 4. I've always made a promise to myself that someday I would play this game on my channel. But I want it to start with 3. I desperately want it to start with 3 because 3 goes in chronological order in terms of the story. This is the very beginning of Snake's journey. And I'm so proud to say that I was able to do it. May not have been the best way to do it. I know many people have done it far better than I did, but damn it all, I had fun with this game, even though I did suck at the very beginning. I mean, God forbid, I didn't even know how to do the CQC for the longest period of time until the game told me the mechanics, and I'm just sitting there like a dumbass, thinking to myself, all this time, it was right there staring me in the face, and I just never used it. When I start using it, obviously I got way better at the game. And I wouldn't say it became super easy. It was still difficult, especially at numerous points throughout the game, but it made things a lot better for me. Like, if I would have known this from the very beginning, oh man, this Let's Play series would have been done like maybe 20 plus videos ago. But alas, here we are, Metal Gear Solid 3 Master Collection review. I made it all the way to the end. Spoiler alert, in case you did not see me play this all the way to the end, I got the Jaws rank, which not really good. That's not a very good rank to get in Metal Gear Solid 3 because I did end up slaughtering and killing a lot of enemies in this game when the game really wanted me to be stealth-like, but there were many times where I didn't have a choice. I didn't have no bullets in my silencer. I just had to use my heavy weapons. I had to use my silenced automatic. And a lot of people ended up dying here in this Let's Play series. And, well, you all saw it if you saw this Let's Play series of that one moment in the game where I got severely punished for doing all of that. But luckily, I was able to make it through that part. Where do I even begin with this game? Obviously, this is not going to be the best review here on YouTube. I'm not the best at reviewing video games and stuff here on my channel or here on YouTube. I mean, there's plenty of people that do it far better than I can. I mean, I don't have, you know, the super fancy equipment like Angry Joe or the amazing editing like Angry Joe, or I can't stand these sons of bitches. IGN, you got Game Ranks, Game Cross. You know, I'm not like them. I don't have like super amazing editing skills. I mean, good grief, I'd be on this all freaking month if I even tried to do that. I'm just gonna come on here, maybe slap a freaking trailer in the background, maybe put some background music on, and just give my review here. And my God, I had so much fun with this game, despite the fact that at times it did irritate me, but that was mostly my fault. That was mostly my fault for me getting irritated at the game because, well, it's my first time playing Metal Gear Solid, and I put it on hard mode, which my friend Orbital very much called me a dumbass for doing. Whoopsie daisy, but I was able to get it done. As frustrating as it made me, I was able to get it done. I don't want to make this review too long, so I'll just go over, obviously, the major things I go over whenever I do my reviews. The sound design of this game is one of the best sound designs I have ever heard in a video game. It is absolutely splendid. I don't have the best headphones in the world, and I especially do need to get me some new headphones. I'm going to maybe try to look into some next month if I can, or maybe not next month, but definitely sometime around my birthday. I definitely need to get me some new headphones. Because one, I've had these headphones that I have on my head right now that I'm recording this video with. I'm recording this off my PlayStation 4. And this headset is not the best. I've had this headset for 3 years. The cords are all tangled up. They have a few shorts in them that I had to put electrical tape around. This headset is, I wouldn't say busted, but it's definitely shown some wear and tear, and it's time I upgrade to something else. Hell, I might end up having to get the same damn headset if they're selling it at Walmart. I might have to get the same damn thing, but at least it'll be a brand new, I know this is gonna sound weird, but a brand new version of the same thing that I already have. But at least, you know, the wires aren't gonna be all tangled up. It's not gonna have freaking shorts, and then I don't have to put freaking electrical tape around it. And it comes with the warranty. So there's that. Or maybe I just end up getting another headset, but that's for in the future. But for the time being, playing this game with this headset on, and I didn't even have the volume all the way up to full volume in my headset, and the sound design in this game is absolutely incredible. One of the best sound designs I've ever heard in a video game in my life. Like, hearing the enemy's footsteps as they're walking through the woods or running through the woods looking at me, like hearing the sounds of the animals in the woods, the gunfire, the way the guns sounded in this game. The sound design in this game is so damn good, and that even ties in with the freaking soundtrack of this game. Now, this isn't the greatest video game soundtrack of all time, by any stretch of the imagination. This is far from being the greatest video game soundtrack ever. But in terms of legendary video game soundtracks, oh, absolutely, this is definitely up there. I mean, when you have a game that has one of the greatest intros in the history of entertainment, an intro so iconic that even casual people know what the hell What a Thrill is. That tells you just how iconic of a game this really is. It amazes me that it's been well over 20 years. This game is old enough to drink now, to legally drink in the United States. And it's still talked about to this very day. I mean, we literally just got a freaking remake of it just like the past year, which I really want to get my hands on and play through, but unfortunately, I don't have a next-gen console and it's not on the cloud. Even though Konami put a bunch of other games that they made on the cloud, but for some reason Delta's not on it, probably because a certain blue brand paid them under the table to keep it off the cloud. And unfortunately, unless a miracle happens, I won't be able to play Delta, which, I mean, the only difference in that is obviously the gameplay and obviously the graphics. You know, that's really the only difference between these two is the graphics and the gameplay, and the gameplay is kind of pretty much almost the same. The main selling point of that game is how it looks, which it looks absolutely amazing. But the soundtrack for this game is absolutely iconic, still talked about to this very day, one of the greatest intros in video gaming history. The song that plays in the outro in the closing credits of this game is also very iconic as well. And overall, the soundtrack for this game is absolutely splendid. And for me, it's one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game. And going to the graphics, by the way, speaking of graphics, yes, this game isn't the best. It isn't the best graphical looking game ever made. I mean, I literally just brought up Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is far superior graphics-wise compared to this. But for a remaster of a 20-plus-year-old game, I think they do a fairly damn good job here, especially with updates throughout the years that enhance the resolution and enhance the upscaling. I'm on a base PS4. I'm not on a PS4 Pro or a PS5. Now the PS5 output can go all the way up to 4K. And I've seen how this game looks in 4K on YouTube, and it looks absolutely incredible. Like, there's some aspects where it kind of reminds me of a late-gen PlayStation 3 game. That's how good it looked with the upscaling. Playing this on a base PS4 with the upscaling at 1080p still looks really damn good, but obviously you can tell that the game does show its age. It's not the greatest looking game I've ever played on the channel. But for a remaster of a 20-plus-year-old game, I think they did a pretty damn good job here. So I'll give it a decent grade. Now, the gameplay. Oh my god. Well, if I didn't suck ass at this game at the very beginning, like I said, this Let's Play series would be a lot shorter. It'd be probably around the 40 video mark. But for the longest period of time, I didn't even know how to do CQC. I didn't know how to do CQC in a Metal Gear Solid game, when Metal Gear Solid is literally considered the greatest stealth game of all time, unless you want to say something like Splinter Cell or Hitman or whatever other stealth shooters are out there. Both of those franchises, by the way, I've never played, and me saying that probably going to cause my friend Orbital and everybody else that clicked on this to want to wring my neck. Yeah, I've never played Splinter Cell or Hitman. Yeah, I should get on that someday. Anyways, gameplay-wise, this is one of the most funnest and, in my opinion, realistic games I've ever played gameplay-wise. Not just on my channel, but in general, period. I know a lot of people don't like the way the gun controls are in this game. Me personally, yeah, it took a little bit of getting used to, like getting the hang around of it, but once I got used to it, I was pretty damn good at the gunplay in this game. And personally, I love how the gunplay is in this game. I like how the guns, I like how the guns shoot. I like the way the guns sound. I like that you can play this game stealth-like, or you could play this game as fucking John Rambo and just go batshit crazy, which I did do several times in this game when I got extremely pissed off at it. Could I have played the game entirely stealth-like? Absolutely, except for the moments where the game would probably force me to where I don't have a choice and I have to use lethal force. Which, I did use lethal force quite a bit in this game. I killed so many freaking people. I can't even remember how many people I killed in this game, but the fact that I got the Jaws rank is not good at all. I missed out on several camouflage skins, by the way, for not doing the game stealth-like. I missed out on several really big legendary skins in the game, so... Oh, well, I'm not gonna go back and try to get them, because I would have to replay the entire game, and this is like a freaking 30-40 hour game, and I'm sorry. It's not that I don't have the time, it's that I'd rather just not do that. Like, I'll probably, if those skins are in other Metal Gear Solid games, I'll just play them in those games in the future. Which I do intend to play Metal Gear Solid in the foreseeable future here on the channel. I am going to take a bit of a break from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but I am going to return to it in the future here on the channel. So when I do my next update video, don't expect me to announce anything Metal Gear related in that update video. It's going to be... I'm not going to spoil what I'm going to be bringing to the channel, but you might be pretty excited when you see what it is. But it's not going to be Metal Gear. So sorry to anybody that's wanting more Metal Gear Solid. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from the franchise, but I will return to it in the foreseeable future. But gameplay-wise, I had so much fun with this, despite the fact I didn't know what the hell I was doing for a majority at the beginning until I found out. And then it made things a lot easier, not super easy like I said, but a lot easier. Until I got to a couple of boss fights in this game that really just made me want to bash my head into a wall. The final boss battle of the game, which understandably should be the hardest one, that took me over nearly 2.5 hours. Not as long as the Yakuza Kiwami car chase from hell, not that long in terms of I want to chuck my controller at the TV. But mad enough to where I was screaming at the top of my lungs, oh yeah. And I know that the way I took down these bosses may not have been the way a lot of people would do it, but hey, you know, it's my channel, and I just decided to do whatever I needed to do to take them down, and I took them down I think I pretty much took every single boss down in this game with Lethal Force. I don't think I took a single one of them down with stealth. I fired stealth shots at them, but I didn't take them down fully with stealth. I pretty much just Lethal Forced them all. And then, speaking of that, that ties into the story of Metal Gear Solid 3. This story in this game still stands the test of time. And for me, this is one of the greatest stories I have ever played on my channel. Ever. And one of the greatest stories in a video game I have ever played, period. With one of the greatest twist endings in video gaming history. I'm not going to spoil what happened here at the end of the game for you. But if you want to go check it out, well, I have a Let's Play series playlist. Just scroll all the way to the very end, watch the final video, and see my reaction to the incredible twist ending for this game, which completely caught me by surprise. And I'm glad that I finally was able to beat this game, because now I can go back and watch some of my favorite virtual YouTubers that play through this game start to finish. Now I can go back and watch their videos in my spare time and see how they played the game, see how they reacted to the game. No wonder why Maid Mint fell in love with Metal Gear Solid. I don't blame her. I fell in love with this game, despite my issues with it, which were mostly my fault. I don't think I ran into any bugs or glitches in this game. If I did, I just don't remember. Like, the majority of this game, I'm pretty sure, was bug-free, glitch-free. Like, no game-breaking bug, no game-breaking glitches or anything. Konami did a really damn good job remastering this and porting this over, so thank you, Konami. I still don't like what you guys did to Hideo Kojima, but it felt good to be able to play this game for the first time in my life, start to finish. I'm very, very proud of that. Is this a game that I will go back and play in the future? In my spare time, if I don't got nothing else to do, maybe, but not anytime soon. Like, never, the saying goes, never say never, but I don't see me coming back and playing this game start to finish anytime soon. Usually when I play games on my YouTube channel, I don't really go back and touch them unless they're like open world games where there's so much to do. And considering that this isn't really open world, well, I don't really see me going back and playing this anytime soon. Maybe for nostalgia in the future though, or I could just go back and watch my videos. But the story, like I said, one of the greatest stories I have ever played in any video game in my life, with one of the greatest twist endings ever. An ending that just leaves you sitting there just thinking to yourself, humanity can be so cruel. So cruel. So sick. So vicious. And so psychotic too. I'm gonna put now my overall grades of everything that I went over here. And as for the final overall grade of Metal Gear Solid 3, well, judging by what you see here on the screen, I think you know what I'm about to give this and I might as well just get it out of the way. This is one of the greatest games I have not only just played on my YouTube channel, but one of the greatest games I've ever played, period, in my life. The fact that I have missed out on this franchise for so long in my life frustrates me. It really frustrates me deep down that I never played these games back in their heyday. Because if I had played these games back in their heyday, I would have got addicted to this franchise, and who knows what the hell would have happened. Stupid me growing up playing fucking NASCAR video games and Madden and freaking NBA 2K and so many other games. I mean, playing GTA all the time, which I'm still technically doing. I'm playing through San Andreas Definitive Edition. I'm playing through GTA 5 start to finish for the first, well, not the first time on my channel, but the first time ever in my life I'm going to play GTA 5 start to finish, so looking forward to that. I think once I beat these Rockstar games on my channel, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from Rockstar, unless somehow, some way, GTA 6 is on the cloud. But I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, it'd be a miracle if that game's on the freaking cloud, and then I still have to freaking buy it, which, oh my god, $100 freaking for a digital only title. Fuck you, Rockstar. Anyways, my overall grade of Metal Gear Solid 3. You probably guessed it, and I'm just gonna clarify it now. Metal Gear Solid 3 is a essential 10 out of 10 game. This makes this one of the best games I have not only played on my channel, but one of the best games I have ever played in my life. It is rightfully deserving of a 10 out of 10 essential grade, and this is definitely a game I recommend to anybody out there. Even if you're not really a fan of stealth shooters, just give it a try. Just give it a try. If you want to play this game like freaking John Rambo and just go Rambo style on everybody if you have to. Now, the game doesn't really recommend you to do that, but if you want to, hey, I mean, by all means, go right on ahead. Play the game however the way that you want to. If it's not for you, if this game is not your cup of tea, if you don't enjoy it, if you don't like the story, if it's just not for you, hey, you know, just not for you. Everybody has differing opinions. Everybody has different opinions. Not everybody has the same opinion. There's going to be things that I'm not going to like, or there's going to be things I'm going to like or not like within the world of entertainment, within the world, period. But Metal Gear Solid 3 for me is a full 10 out of 10. It is an absolute essential game with one of the best stories and best endings to a game I have ever played to date. And I highly recommend playing this game if you have not done it already. Like I said, I'm not the best at doing this in terms of reviewing things on my channel, but I promised a Metal Gear Solid 3 review, and that I did. I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play series of Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not announcing anything new to the channel. I'm going to continue the Let's Play series that I've got going on right now. I'm pretty sure the next Let's Play series I'm going to be is probably going to be Life is Strange, because I feel like I'm getting very, very, very close to the end game on that one. And then after that, shoot, I don't know. I feel like I got maybe a long time to go in The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, I'm going to go over 100 videos on The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be the first game I ever cross 100 videos on. It just will not ever fucking end. And I'm still stuck playing as you-know-who in that game. Ugh. I mean, maybe San Andreas. I mean, I am in the San Fierro part of San Andreas. It's not a super, 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 super long game. I mean, I beat that game thousands of times. Maybe that'll be the next one I beat. I don't know. Now I'll have to do a review of all 3 games in the Definitive Edition when I get to that. That's going to be a bit lengthy of a review. But nonetheless, that does it for Metal Gear Solid 3 here on the channel. I want to thank you all so much. If you had stayed from the first video all the way up to the review, thank you so much for watching. Shinobi Gaming HD signing out. Peace, stay safe, have a great rest of the day or night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my other Let's Play series, and I'll see you in my other videos here on the channel. Again, I'm not the best at reviewing things. This is my review. This is my viewpoint of the game. Let me know your thoughts of Metal Gear Solid 3 and your grade down below in the comments. Whether you agree, disagree, like the game, don't like the game, hey, you know, it's your opinion. I mean, you could even say, I think you graded it a little too high. That's your opinion. I have my opinion. And I think that, in my opinion, this is one of the greatest games of all time. Rightfully deserving of a Game of the Year contender for 2004. 2004 was so freaking stacked with games. And it's funny, I just mentioned San Andreas. San Andreas came out in 2004, right around the same time. Metal Gear Solid 3 and GTA San Andreas. They both came out around the exact same time, and then they were both followed up with Halo 2. My God, what an incredible freaking year of gaming that was. Didn't we get Devil May Cry 3 that year as well? Fuck. Incredible freaking... I think we got a Zelda game that year. I think we got a Mario game that year. 2004 was freaking stacked. Absolutely freaking stacked. But anyways, that does it for this review. I'm out. Bye-bye.